Hello everyone. In this series we're going through concrete steps how to implement an Information Security Management System, or ISMS, in your organization following guidelines from the ISO 27001 and the BSI Basic Protection. In this first part, we go through steps 1 to 9 to reach the level of basic protection. Step 1. Management must take full responsibility. This is not a nice to have, this is a must and has to be visible for everybody involved. Management has to initiate the cybersecurity process and control it. This means they have to be informed regularly. Most importantly, they have to lead by example and not act as they are more equal than others. Management has to assign responsibilities and give the responsible people appropriate resources and competences. Step 2. Management has to specify security goals and the associated strategy. This means that appropriate security goals have to be defined and documented. The company must conceptualize guidelines and determine an organizational framework to deal with information in a secure way. This framework has to be evaluated and updated if needed. Step 3. Writing a security policy. The security policy has to be formally issued by, you guessed it, the management. The policy must incorporate the most important aspects of the security strategy and the organizational structure of information security. It's very important that the security policy is scoped, meaning you don't have to issue it for your whole company, you can start by applying it to your data center, for example. The policy must contain the protection goals, remember the CIA triad, and how they connect to the business goals. The policy must be available to all employees. Step 4. Management has to appoint an Information Security Officer. So the Information Security Officer, or CISO for short, coordinates the security process. Again, it's important that he has the appropriate resources and has to report directly to management. A CISO must have the appropriate qualifications and the measures to continuously update his knowledge. Just like a DPO, so a data protection officer, a CISO must be involved in all larger projects, such as the introduction of new tools and applications. Step 5. Management can appoint an external CISO. So if the role of a CISO cannot be filled internally, management has to appoint an external CISO. Obviously, you need a bunch of contracts, such as an NDA, so a non-disclosure agreement, and the external CISO must have the appropriate qualifications also. Step 6. Establishing an appropriate organizational structure for informational security. Building an organizational structure means to have roles with clear responsibilities and duties to fulfill the security requirements. Furthermore, qualified personnel has to be appointed with sufficient funds to take on these roles. Tasks and responsibilities have to be defined in a structured and transparent way. Importantly, all employees filling these positions must have clear deputies. Also, ways of communications have to be planned and documented in an effective and transparent way. It has to be clear who has to inform whom, when, and how. Step 7. Specification of security measures. During the security process, appropriate security measures have to be specified for all information processing processes. All measures have to be documented and updated regularly. Step 8. Employee integration. All employees must be integrated in the security process. They must be informed about the backgrounds and dangers which are relevant to them. They have to know the security measures that affect their work environment. It's important to integrate your employees early in the security process. Step 9. Integration of information security into organizational processes. The final step of the basic security protection sets forth to integrate information security into all business processes and tasks. This must not only happen for new processes, but also for already established ones. It's important to consult the CISO in all decisions that have security implications. And that's it for the first video in this series covering the basic protection for the steps outlined here. Subscribe and ring the bell to get notified as soon as the next video targeting standard protection comes online. See you then.